As the world turns.
Hey, Mom.
Well, here we are again, huh? I'm gonna go make some coffee.
So, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah, right.
I'm okay. Really. I am. I'm sorry I shut you out last night. It's kind of overwhelming. You know, I had a lot to think about, and I spent most of the night up thinking about this.
So did I.
And you and Molly need to reopen the adoption records, find out what happened to your daughter, and take it from there one step at a time. What else can we do?
Well, there's one other thing that we can do.
What's that?
Talk. About how we feel. About what this means to us. Lily, a bomb got dropped in this room last night. You're pretending like nothing happened, and in case you haven't noticed, it's not working.
As the World Turns is brought to you today by Pantene Pro-V Shampoo and Pro-V Treatment Conditioner. For hair so healthy, it shines.
He doesn't really talk about his hair, but I know he thinks about it. I've seen him check it in the mirror. That's why he uses Pantene Pro-V Shampoo and Treatment Conditioner to help keep his hair strong. The Pro-Vitamin formula penetrates root to tip, improving hair, keeping it looking really healthy, shiny, strong. I notice a difference now. He does too. Pantene Pro-V, for hair so healthy it shines.
So many products promise to help reduce wrinkles, so which one should you use? At a recent dermatologist conference, a breakthrough in wrinkle fighting was announced, beta-hydroxy complex. Now, one moisturizing cream has this advanced hydroxy complex proven to reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles. It's significantly more effective and more gentle than the leading hydroxy wrinkle cream. And the name, Oil of Olay New Daily Renewal Cream, our most advanced wrinkle fighting cream ever.
I believe kids today shouldn't be afraid of a little hard work. Like my Bobby, he's a whiz at cleaning the dishes. He even scrubs the really tough ones before he puts them in the dishwasher.
Introducing the power of Cascade Gel. Now breaks up tough foods better. Other gels can leave this, but Cascade leaves virtually spotless results.
Perfect. What a good boy.
New Cascade Gel. So clean, it's virtually spotless.
I say clean your room. They say already did. I say go to sleep. They say why? With my boys, I pick my battles, but not on important stuff like teeth. My teeth? Of course they're healthy. I'm a Crest kid, so my Crest kids use Crest cavity protection. Some cavity-prone places can weaken. That's where Crest fluoride penetrates, and over time, can strengthen them. And strong teeth help build strong kids.
Behind that healthy smile, there's a Crest kid.
You said you didn't sleep last night, so obviously you're upset.
I think that goes without saying.
So admit it.
Okay. I admit it. What do you want me to do now? You want me to lay down on the floor and throw a fit, start banging on your chest to curse you for the mistake you made? Well, you didn't make a mistake. You or Molly, you were young. Things happen. That's it.
Look, you're pretending to understand the feelings that Molly and I are going through, and you're not looking at your own feelings here. You're putting all this energy into trying to make Molly and I feel better, but you're not looking at what's going on inside yourself, and don't deny that.
Okay. I feel lousy. What do you want me to do about it? Could you just let me handle this my own way, please? Like a responsible adult, instead of reverting back to that...
What? Say it.
That spoiled little girl, the one who ran away to Wyoming when I found out that Iva was my mother. The one who could not look at anybody else's feelings but her own.
Lily, you are not that little girl anymore.
I can become her very easily.
No. No, you are stronger now. You are much more caring, you are much more understanding, and you can be all those things and still have your feelings too. And I wish you would tell me what your feelings are, because if you don't, we are going to have a big problem here. Yes, you can.
No. I can't. Because if I tell you what my feelings are, if I lay it on the line, no holes barred, you may not like it.
Try me.
The DA replied in a voice that trembled slightly. Quote, "As of a few days ago, I didn't know that I was even adopted, let alone that my father was a notorious criminal."
His voice trembled.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about purple prose. Dave's gonna have a tough time with this one.
Darling, this is bold. This is good. You see, he didn't want there to be a skeleton in the closet. He engineered this. He opened the door. He told everybody first. He made a preemptive strike. It's excellent strategy. Would be what I would do if I were in this position.
Then why don't you take the lead and tell him the truth, Lucinda?
Oh, no. The timing is not right for that.
No, this is the time. Look, the media knows who his father is. And every news hound in the nation is going to be digging around in his past to find out who his mother is. And if you don't tell him the truth now, he's going to hear it from somebody else. Sis, you don't have a choice anymore.
To hoisting Lucinda Walsh by her own petard.
Yeah, it's about time someone hoisted her. So what's next?
Oh, I don't know. We could go out to breakfast, Mona Lisa's, have some champagne.
No. I'm talking about Lucinda, David. You've got dirt on her. Let's have it.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that.
You know, when you get excited, you get the most incredible glint in your eyes.
Yeah, well, the same thing happens right before I get ready to smack someone.
Oh, I don't mind dealing with a little pain if it's all in fun. All right. I'm going to tell you now, but you've got to promise not to print it until I say so.
All right. Just get to the good part.
All right, my office got a tip that Lucinda Walsh is cooking the books with Worldwide. And she's using the bogus figures to inflate the value of the stock and diverting all the profits into her own pocket.
Wait. Lucinda playing fast and loose with numbers? I don't believe it.
No, we have the evidence. It's substantiated.
No, David, that's fraud. That's...
It's a criminal act. That's right. Punishable to the full extent of the law. That's right. Lucinda Walsh, internationally renowned businesswoman, social pillar of Oakdale, is a common thief. And very soon, the whole world's gonna know about it.
How do I keep things fresh every day? And not spend my life doing laundry? I switched to Bounce.
Its remarkable time-release freshness is released slowly to help things stay fresh day after day.
Welcome to Betty's Ocean View Diner. I'm Betty.
We work hard to make a good first impression. We've got to look our best all the time. If the waiters don't look clean, what are they going to think about the kitchen? One waiter in a stained shirt, and forget it. Our food makes really tough stains. Before, with the detergents we tried, we couldn't get this grease out. But now, with this new Tide with bleach alternative, I can really see a difference. It's got to be clean. It's got to be Tide. This is the best-looking family on the block, and I'm proud of it.
Thanks for coming.
To get a fresh mountain spring scent in your clothes, you could add mountain snow, wildflowers, or spring water to your wash. Or just wash them in new Mountain Spring Tide. The same great cleaning, now with a fresh mountain spring scent. Try new Mountain Spring Tide. Look for it along with regular Tide.
Deep clean your pores while you sleep. Neutrogena Deep Pore Treatment penetrates all the way down into your pores to clear away blockages and occasional problems. Wake up to a clear complexion with Neutrogena Deep Pore Treatment.
Germs don't stick on me. New Band-Aid brand antibiotic bandages from Johnson & Johnson with antibiotic right on the pad for powerful infection protection. 'Cause germs don't stick on me.
The mustard mustard that makes the difference is French's, with the finest ingredients and the delicious taste everyone loves. French's, the taste America loves.
I switched to Polygrip Free from another adhesive because it's free of artificial flavors and colors. And it's strong. It holds well. I eat an apple a day with my Polygrip Free. And I don't have to cut it up. I bite into it. No problem.
Oh, yeah.
Bob Newhart, George and Leo, coming this fall to CBS.
Hal?
Oh, hi.
Hi, I got your message.
Thanks for coming down.
Is something wrong?
No, everything's just fine. There's something I want to talk to you about. I didn't want to do it over the phone. I think you should know that I've hired a new lawyer, and she will be calling you about the divorce. I know we worked out all the details a long time ago, but we just kind of let it slide, and I would like to get on with it, you know?
Why? I mean, why now? Are you seeing someone?
Me? Let's see. No, I'm not seeing anyone but you, on the other hand.
Me? Me?
Yeah.
You mean John?
Well, he certainly made no bones about the fact he
For
spent the
Pete's
night at
sake,
your house.
John and I, there's nothing going on between us.
Barbara, you are a grown woman. It is none of my business what you do or who you do it with.
There's nothing going on between me and John.
Okay, whatever you say.
Look, I'm sorry to get so upset about this. I just hate it when other people make assumptions about what other people are feeling, usually because they turn out to be wrong.
You mean you and John split up? Is that what
I mean, John and I were never together.
Okay. What has got you so uptight all of a sudden? Barbara, if there is some reason you don't want me to go ahead with these divorce proceedings, just tell me. I will try to understand. Otherwise, I would really like to get it behind us. Barbara, come on, talk to me.
That tip you got on Lucinda, where'd you get it?
It was anonymous.
And that doesn't strike you as odd?
Emily, we get anonymous tips at my office all the time.
James gave the tip, didn't he?
So what if he did?
David, James hates Lucinda. It's just like him to do something like this to get back at her.
For what? Get back at Lucinda for what, Emily?
Look, I know that nailing Lucinda would be a real coup for your career. But if that evidence is no good, you could get hurt.
James would never set me up to take a fall like that. No way. The evidence is legit.
Well, I hope for your sake you're right.
It's legit. I'm positive. And I am going to use it to put the high and mighty Lucinda Walsh behind bars for a very long time.
Not only is it possible Emily or some other reporter could get to David to tell him the truth before you, but there's also the matter with the stock reports that they found at the house.
James didn't tell him.
Oh, forget about the papers. Forget about them. They will not stand up to scrutiny. James wouldn't have planted them if he didn't think that they would. And don't forget, they found a key to a safe deposit box. Now, James knows what's in there.
I should have blown his brains out when I had the opportunity.
I tend to agree, but that's not your style. Your forte is to outwit, outmaneuver. Exactly what David did right here with this article. But instead, you've been waffling and second-guessing yourself.
Darling, it's a question of control. If I tell him, he's unpredictable. I mean, we don't know what he's going to do. If I don't tell him, at least I've got a grip on the situation.
No. Right now, you're just reacting. I say be proactive. Take the bull by the horns. Now, you were all set to tell him yesterday at lunch. Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. I'm a criminal now.
Set him straight. Just set him straight.
Actually, possibly, those papers that were planted, the bogus papers in my house, they could work to my advantage. If I tell David who I am, and if I explain properly about James and his manipulations and his vindictiveness, his mendacity, if I get through to him, it could be clear with no shadow of a doubt. Now, then I could tell him. I can tell him. I have to tell him today. Now, this morning. Now. Thank you. What is this for? Oh.
I wonder, is Lily back from Maryland?
You want to know what I'm feeling? Honestly? All I keep thinking is, why me? Why us? Why does this keep happening again and again?
Why does what keep
the
happening
complications, the obstacles. You know, there's one thing I want in my life is to be with you. And to love you. And is that too much to ask? Really?
No.
Then why does it keep happening? Why is there always something coming between us? Whether it was my mom knowing about Iva and Josh.
Look, I don't want to rehash all the Iva, Josh.
No, I know that. I know. I'm not saying that we're victims of fate here. I know we've both taken responsibility for our actions. So why can't it just stop now? Why can't we just have a chance? You know, down in Maryland, everything became so clear.
What happened down there?
The park ranger took me down to the lake and showed me the spot where Damien died, where the plane went down.
I'm sorry.
You were right. I needed closure. And I got it. I could say goodbye to Damien, finally. He'll always have a place in my heart, and in Luke's heart. I will make sure of that. But now, I want to move on. And I want to be with you. And have a future with you. And that's what I was going to tell you when I got home. And here I come into my own home. I see Molly. She's all upset, and I find out about this.
Lily, everything that you said, it's all true, okay? But I don't understand why you feel that you couldn't tell me what's going on with you.
Because it's selfish of me. And, you know, and I even hate to say this, but think about it. You know, why did Molly pick this time? Of all times, I'm out of town, and she conveniently tells you about this child now. It seems like it was very convenient a time to be away, wasn't it?
You think that I planned this?
No.
That I did it on purpose?
No, I don't. No.
Lily, I told you that I never meant for you or Holden to find out about the baby. Why do you think I didn't want to stay here? Why do you think that I tried to run away so that you wouldn't find out?
I didn't mean that.
You don't believe
I'm sorry.
me.
I do believe you.
No, you don't.
You hate me. No, Molly, please. Molly, please.
No, leave her go. Leave her go. She'll be fine. This is about you and me.
Want some waffles?
Waffles? Are you crazy? I don't have time for waffles.
You do if they're Eggo Cinnamon Toast waffles.
Trying.
Where's the butter and syrup?
Are you crazy? You don't have time for butter and syrup.
They're the first waffles with a baked-in sweet cinnamon taste. So they're great, even without butter and syrup.
What you eating, Dad?
Waffles.
Are you crazy? You don't have time for waffles.
Eggo Cinnamon Toast waffles. Hey, you've got time for waffles.
Here's something fabulous for milk and ice cream. Hershey's chocolate syrup. As always, a fat-free fruit. And when it comes to chocolate taste, still as big as ever. Milk.
Now there's a different kind of toothbrush dogs love sinking their teeth into. Pedigree Dentabone. Its unique shape and texture helps reduce the accumulation of harmful plaque and tartar. Pedigree Dentabone. Developed with vets. Recommended by top breeders.
They tried our refreshing blue flavor. They tried our minty green flavor. Then we told them both were Listerine. Cool Mint and Fresh Burst Listerine. All of Listerine's germ-killing power with great taste.
To stop itch, get Benadryl cream. It stops itch on the skin surface. Then Benadryl penetrates to block the histamine that triggers itch. Hydrocortisones can't do that. Block the histamine and ditch the itch with Benadryl cream.
There's something big at McDonald's. Right now, a triple cheeseburger is just 99 cents. A big beefy burger in honor of Hercules from Disney's new movie in theaters now.
What you folks need is
A hero. And if you've got a hero-size appetite, McDonald's is just the burger. It's hot. It's tasty. It's a triple cheeseburger for just 99 cents. So hop in your chariot and hurry to your McDonald's, because this big deal won't be around for long. It's a big burger with a small price.
In the heat of the light, I do not want to lose Philip as Mark. We are this close to his money.
The scam is a double cross.
There's too many bloody people in this scheme already.
And it's boiling.
If Jeffrey catches you this time, you're going to wish you were still in jail.
To a fever pitch.
We have a problem.
Someone's going to get burned on Guiding Light.
As a state senator and a mother in Austin, I know there's more to this morning.
No, nothing.
You never saw evidence of any other impropriety on her part. Even something minor would be useful. We could use it against her character, if nothing else.
No. I mean, Lucinda occasionally bordered on being unethical, but she never broke the law. I mean, it's not her style. I don't know, there's no one in that office who... What am I talking about? Of course. Kirk.
Anderson?
Yeah, he was president worldwide before I was. Got caught with his hand in the till.
That's right. I read it on his file.
Yeah, he's worked with Lucinda for a very long time. So if there's any dirt at Worldwide, he'll know exactly where to dig for it.
Well, let's go down to the jail and talk to him.
No, David. David, listen to me. Kirk's no dummy. And given his legal situation, if he helps you out, I guarantee you he's going to want something in return.
Oh, Jack, thank God I found you. Listen, you got to come with me to Lily's right now.
Why? What's going on?
Lily thinks I planned this whole thing, that I told Holden about the baby when she was out of town on purpose to hurt her or to get him back from her or something. I don't know, but you know that's not true. And so you got to come back and set it straight for me, okay?
Sorry. I can't do that, Molly.
Why not? You know I didn't want it to come out like that. Not that way.
You sure about that? Because I'm not.
We need to talk first.
I need to follow Molly.
Forget about Molly for a minute. Yeah, see, I can be selfish too. This isn't about Molly. And it's not about the baby either. This is about you and me. This is about where we are now and where we go from here.
Okay.
Yes, I have a responsibility to Molly and to this baby that we brought into the world. And I will do whatever I need to do to honor those commitments, but my main responsibility is to you and to what we have together. Are you with me here?
Yes.
It's like you said. We have been to hell and back. And there is no way I am going to let anyone stop us. Do you remember what I said to you? Before you left for Maryland, I said that our love could overcome anything. I still believe that. Do you?
Of course I do.
I've always loved you. My heart and soul. I still do.
I feel the same way.
Then say what you were going to say before all this happened. Say that you'll be my wife. Say it. And nothing will ever come between us again.
Barbecued chicken. Your best ever. Scalloped potatoes. Cherry cobbler. You are such a good cook. Now what? This is what? A brand new Palmolive for pots and pans. Makes it easy to get greasy stuck on food unstuck. Wow. Nothing makes soaking or scrubbing easier. And this great new pots and pans formula softens hands while you do dishes. That was easy. Now what? Make more cherry cobbler? Try new Palmolive for pots and pans. It doesn't get any easier than this.
All the mirrors in my house were like from here, and what do I need to see the rest of my body for? I was fat. I decided to change my life. I lost over 50 pounds on the Slim Fast plan. The energy went through the roof. Shake for breakfast, shake for lunch, delicious. It's the only thing that worked for me.
Now with 23 vitamins and minerals, protein, calcium, fiber, all the balanced nutrition like a healthy meal.
I know I look good. That's the confidence that I have now.
Slim Fast, balanced nutrition for a healthy life.
I know I love it.
even down to its stainless steel exhaust system. A Pontiac Grand Am is built to be driven quite hard, which may explain why it's driven quite often. Grand Am, built for kicks, built for keeps.
Got a headache? Take Tylenol, Advil, or aspirin. But for a toothache, Maximum Strength Oragel gives faster relief. Pain relief pills take up to 30 minutes to work, but Oragel gives instant relief. Oragel, because faster is better.
Hey, muchachos, good news. Improved Huggies Ultra Trim diapers are here. So, let's get happy and mambo. Brand new grip tabs on Huggies Ultra Trim Grip and re-grip, as no sticky tape can. And the cover feels soft, like cloth. It's the soft way to help stop leaks. Get happy with improved Huggies Ultra Trim, now with grip tabs. Fabuloso.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Fridays on CBS will never be the same.
I'm here!
Family Matters, coming soon to the new CBS Friday.
Can somebody help me with this?
And something's coming. Something amazing. Something out of this world.
Wow!
Migo, coming soon to the new CBS Friday.
Hello, I'm Ann Martin.
And I'm Michael Tuck.
And we're here in CBS 2's all-new Internet newsroom, the only one like it in Southern California.
We call it Channel 2000. It's the place to find up-to-the-minute local news, weather, sports, and entertainment on the Internet. It's like having your very own newsroom at your fingertips.
Channel 2000's radio partner is Arrow 93 with inside information on rock and roll events, your favorite artists, and the best rock and roll almanac on the Internet. All rock and roll classics, Arrow 93.
If one day soon some moments seem more colorful than others, some everyday days a lot more fun, or if you can't believe your eyes, surprise. Sears is bringing your town the greatest show on earth and a chance to win a dream, an unexpected up-close look behind the scenes. Only Sears can make it happen. So hurry in today. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey and all its wonder is on its way.
It's Kathy Lee's first interview since her fallout with Frank. Now we're in the studio to see how she's coping. Then, Julia, Travolta. They're smoking on the big screen. Now hear why Hollywood's under fire on E.T.
Tonight at 7 on CBS 2. CBS 2 News, Southern California's most Emmy-winning newscast.
CBS. Welcome home.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Say it.
Holden.
Darling, I know that you're back because the door is open. Hi, sweetheart. Hello. Hi, Holden. Now, I want to hear all about Marilyn. But first, I have some news. My news takes precedence over everything else.
Lucinda,
I'm glad that you're here because it may come as a shock.
Holden and I have some news as well. I think you may want to sit down.
Oh, everybody wants me to sit down today. All right, I'm sitting. I guess I'm not going to jump for joy.
You know that Molly and I dated back in high school, and that her family left Luther's Corners.
Yes.
Well, what I didn't know, or what I learned the night before last, was that the reason that they left Luther's Corners was because Molly got pregnant. I was the father.
That's why Molly left town. She gave the baby up for adoption, and she hasn't seen the baby since.
Oh. Well, I guess that must have been a sad chapter in your life and Molly's life. But it's closed, right?
No, Molly wants to find her daughter.
Molly does. Well, I bet she does.
Well, so do I.
I told you not to let that girl in your house.
Molly didn't want any of us to know, Lucinda.
Well, then why the hell did she tell you?
Because I came in here and she was upset and it just kind of came out.
Nothing like that just comes out, not out of the mouths of babes like that.
Molly is my friend.
Well, with friends like that, dear, she abuses your generous hospitality and then she messes her. I hope you gave her marching orders.
I certainly did not.
Naturally not. You are nuts.
And you are wrong.
Now you're accusing me of lying, too. Thanks a lot, Jack.
Molly, I'm not accusing you of anything. Except maybe not always knowing exactly what you're feeling. Look, I know you were upset when Holden found you, but no matter how upset you were, if you truly wanted to keep your mouth shut, you would have. I think there's a reason why you told Holden about the baby.
That is the most insulting
And until you figure out what reasons those are, and admit them to yourself, you're not going to be able to get past this. Unless you don't want to get past it.
Of course I want to get past it.
Do you? Because with all this drama going on, you and Holden are still connected in some weird way. But when all this is settled...
I don't have to listen to this.
Molly, I know what it's like to care for someone and look into their eyes and know that the same care isn't coming back. And I know that pretending it's not happening won't make it go away. Molly, if you won't be honest with me, at least be honest with yourself. You still love Holden, don't you? Don't you?
Yes.
Here you go.
Thank you. I'm sorry to get so emotional about all this, but I just haven't been sleeping. I'm exhausted. I wake up at night with dreams of James just smiling his maniacal smile at me, taunting me.
Barbara, James is in lockup. There's no way he can touch you now.
How many times have you said that to me over the years? Oh, the Falcon Club the other night.
What about it?
It was awful. That's all.
Well, look, you're so busy at the shop, you're swamped with work at the factory, not to mention the kids. Come on.
Yeah, the kids, the schedules have been crazy. I mean, between Will's summer activities and Jennifer and day camp, I mean, it's a little more wild around our house than it usually is during the school year.
You know, things are pretty mellow around here right now. If you want, I could pitch in with the kids. I could even take them an extra day if it would help.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Good. Okay. I've been wanting to get Will to the park anyway. Work on his throwing arms. So far, he's only good at grounders, but, well, you got to start somewhere, right?
He likes to roll things.
I see bowling in his future, definitely.
You know what he did the other morning? It was at breakfast, and he wanted more oatmeal, and he got very demanding about it, and he pounded his little fist on the counter, and you know who he reminded me of? Your father. Spitting image.
Yeah, when Harold wanted something, he could be very determined.
Very.
You know, he's got Harold's walk, too, but not his voice, thank God.
Oh, there's still time. There's still time.
You know, we got a lot of things wrong in our marriage, Barbara, but those kids, it's one thing we got very right.
So what happens now? I get a call from your lawyer. Papers arrive in the mail.
If that's acceptable to you. It's time. Take good care of yourself.
You too, Helmut.
Emily, Kirk Anderson is not in position to ask me for anything.
Well, he will just the same, believe me. I know him.
And forget it. I don't need him. I'll make the case against Lucinda Walsh with what I have already.
David, I'm not asking you to drop the charges here. Just reduce them. See to it that he gets the minimum sentence.
I've no say with sentencing. That's up to a judge. And Kirk Anderson knows that. And why are you pleading his case all of a sudden?
I'm not. I'm not. I could care less what happens to Kirk. All I care about is that you have an airtight case against Lucinda Walsh. And my gut's telling me that Kirk's the key to making that happen.
Well, I did have his bail denied originally, but I suppose I could rethink that. But if Anderson takes off at that
He's
point...
not going anywhere. Are you kidding me? He'll stay in Oakdale as long as Samantha's here.
Yes. When? I'll be right there. We have to leave now.
We? Where are we going?
We have a date with Lucinda Walsh. I am officially commencing her downfall, and you are going to be there to record it for posterity. Sound good?
Sounds fabulous. We'll lead the way.
No. After you. Please.
Trusting the wrong diarrhea medicine can put you in a very uncomfortable position. But you can count on Imodium AD to stop diarrhea, often in one dose. You could end up taking dose after dose after dose of the pink stuff to stop diarrhea as effectively as Imodium AD. Don't take chances with diarrhea.
He should have taken Imodium AD.
Take Imodium AD.
Sorry.
One dose relief you can count on.
I'm 62. Can I still help prevent osteoporosis?
It's never too late for Caltrate. Caltrate Plus has the extra calcium you need, plus 6 nutrients essential for healthy bones, whatever your age.
It's never too late for Caltrate.
They may never tell you, but people who have hemorrhoid symptoms use Preparation H more than all other name brands combined. It helps relieve all these symptoms, and it's formulated to reduce swelling. More people trust doctor-recommended Preparation H.
Nobody knows how checks can do it. Let the milk splash right through it. Then hold the milk till your mouth gets to it. Chex marks the spot. Light crunch, little sweet. Simple as corn and rice and wheat. Looking for a taste no other cereal's got. Chex marks the spot. Wholesome grain, low fat. Chex are great. That's that. Looking for a taste no other cereal's got. Chex marks the spot. Chex marks the spot.
Not yet. Still not. Nope. Getting warmer. Now it's official. It's not really summer till you have your ballpark.
Only Ballpark Franks have such a big, juicy taste. They plump when you cook them.
Don't you just love summer?
Try new Ballpark fat-free smoked white turkey Franks, made with white turkey meat.
Barbara?
Susan.
Camille told me that you were looking for Bob, but he's been called away on an emergency. Is there something I can help you with?
No, thank you very much.
You sure?
Positive.
That's some headline my daughter printed, huh? I can only imagine how you feel.
Yeah, I wish Emily had given me a little notice.
I don't think they do that in the newspaper game. I don't know what's gotten into her lately. I really don't. Well, look, if there's nothing I can do for you, I'll,
Actually, Susan, would you mind if I asked you a question?
Sure.
I have a friend who just found out that she's pregnant. She's in her first trimester, very early in her first trimester, and she accidentally took a drug.
What kind of drug?
Some kind of a sleeping pill, a sedative. And she's really worried that she's hurt the baby in some way.
Well, it would depend on what the drug was, how much she took of it. I would advise her to call her obstetrician right away, and they'll run the necessary tests on the fetus.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, look. Try not to worry. And tell your friend not to worry, okay?
Susan. Susan.
Yeah.
If I told you, something about my medical history that's personal, would you keep it in confidence even though you're not my doctor? I mean, would it still be... You wouldn't tell anyone?
No.
You wouldn't tell another doctor?
No one.
There is no friend. I'm pregnant.
So, you're the one who took the drug?
James slipped me a Mickey the other night. I mean, it's a long story, but he just hit me this morning that maybe something's happened to the baby.
Look, the best thing to do is to call your OB/GYN. That's Audrey Samuels, right? She'll tell you what the next step is going to be. If the baby is fine, do you plan to go ahead with this pregnancy?
I don't know what I'm going to do yet. What?
Well, it's none of my business.
Go ahead, say it.
I was just wondering if, considering the condition of the fetus, if this is something you might want to discuss with the father.
He has no idea that I'm carrying his child. And if I have anything to say about it, he never will.
I know it wasn't easy for you to admit your feelings about Holden. But it's best now that it's out in the open. For both of us.
What do you mean for both of us?
Well, because, now that I know what you're going through, I can be a better friend. And I'll be more help.
That's really sweet. Thank you. But I think you misunderstood. You see, when I said I loved Holden, I didn't mean that I'm still in love with Holden. No, I think I meant that I still have a bond with him. But that's really not surprising after everything that's happened.
Molly, don't.
I've been keeping the secret about the baby inside for so long, Jack. Feeling so alone. So, of course, a part of me would want the child's father to know. I mean, he's the only one that can really understand how much I've been hurting. And, obviously, I was right in telling Holden, because now he wants to find our child just as much as I do.
You're doing it again.
Okay. So maybe a part of me did want to blurt it out like that, but Jack, that's really water under the bridge now.
Molly, don't you realize you're not going to be comfortable around Lily and Holden unless you face up to this and get past it?
I won't be around Lily or Holden anymore, Jack.
Oh, and how are you going to manage that?
I'm moving out of Lily's. I'm leaving Oakdale today.
No, I can't let you do that.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to do to stop me?
Whatever it takes.
Mother, I'm not going to discuss the Molly situation with you now or ever.
Dear, you guys brought it up.
I'm just trying to inform you of what's happened here. I didn't ask for your advice, even though you were so kind to give it to me.
Well, it was a conclusion that I would have thought any rational person would have come to spontaneously.
Kick her out of the house because of this?
She doesn't deserve this kind of courtesy, dear. I'd have her tarred and feathered.
I thought you valued friendship and loyalty.
And trust. Look me in the eye. You ever going to trust that friend of yours in this house again?
I made a commitment to her. As a friend. I'm going to stick to that commitment, no matter what has happened.
And what about the kid? And you're going along with this?
What do you want me to say?
Well, say something. I mean, say that she never meant anything to you. She'll never come between you.
She won't, Lucinda.
Nothing will ever come between us again.
Well, I'm sorry. I remain skeptical.
Well, I'm positive. Because Holden's asked me to marry him again. And my answer is yes.
Finally!
because less is, after all, more.
I think Holden and I would like to be alone, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
Okay. I know how to behave like a mother-in-law. I'll just fade away.
Can I please? Sweetheart. If you are happy,
I am happy. And you.
Wait, I thought you came here to tell me something.
Forget about it. It can wait.
I hope you didn't mind getting my answer that way.
No, not at all. But I just want to make sure you said yes for the right reason.
You're ready to quit smoking. Great. Now you should know this. One patch is better at calming morning cravings. That patch is Nicoderm CQ. You can wear CQ 24 hours if you crave a cigarette when you wake up. And Nicoderm CQ is better than the other patch at calming morning cravings. You bring the commitment, Nicoderm CQ brings the rest. The power to calm, the power to comfort, the power to quit successfully.
There's encouraging nutrition news about heart disease. Medical studies suggest the B vitamin folic acid may help reduce homocysteine levels in the blood, an emerging risk factor for heart disease. Centrum and Centrum Silver have folic acid, plus other important nutrients you need. The more we learn about folic acid and homocysteine, the more important it could be for you to take Centrum. Or if you're over 50, Centrum Silver.
Centrum, always complete from A to zinc.
Another day, another hope.
Is it pizza?
Another sandwich.
Oh. Wouldn't be pizza, would it? Oh. You know that round food with,
Well, we got the hint.
Oh.
Lunchables Pizza. Free real crust with all the toppings. Fun to make and eat, no need to heat.
Pizza? Mom, how'd you know?
Lunchables brand pizza from Oscar Mayer.
Is it pizza?
Lunch will never be the same.
What kinds of snacks do you crave?
Sweet.
Salty. Try Crunch and Munch whatever you're craving. Popcorn, peanuts, and rich buttery toffee.
This is perfect.
Showtime. Crunch and Munch. It's perfect whatever you're craving.
Hope y'all got plenty more, ladies.
Now there's a different kind of toothbrush dogs love sinking their teeth into. Pedigree Dentabone. Its unique shape and texture helps reduce the accumulation of harmful plaque and tartar. Pedigree Dentabone. Developed with vets. Recommended by top breeders.
So, you're gonna do whatever it takes to stop me from leaving town, which is what?
Molly, you can't leave Lily's or you'll violate the terms of your bail. Remember?
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, lucky for you, I didn't.
Okay, then what do I do, Jack?
The only thing you can do. You stay and you face this thing. Molly, I'll be here to help you.
I don't want to face it. I want to get past it.
You gotta go through it to get past it, girl. You gotta put these questions to rest once and for all.
How do I put these questions to rest if I don't know where my child is?
Okay. Maybe I can help you with that, too. Look. Just because the adoption records are sealed doesn't mean that the information is unobtainable. It's just harder to get, that's all. Now, look, I put some feelers out, and we may have a way to come up with the name of the parents. Now, it's not exactly legal.
Are you serious?
Molly, listen to me.
Jack, this is
Molly,
great.
please. Now, I do not want to get your hopes up. Okay? Because we still could come up empty-handed.
Jack Snyder, you are the greatest. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1,000 times, thank you.
I don't want you to say yes just because you feel like I pushed you into it, or because you think you're gonna hurt my feelings if you don't.
You want me to be completely honest, right?
Yes.
Okay. There is nothing that you could say or do that could stop me from marrying you. I love you. I respect you. And cherish you. And the way you've handled the situation, the way you've communicated your feelings, the way you've made me communicate mine. If I didn't know it before, I know now that you are a wonderful, amazing man. And I want to be your wife. Yes, I want to be your wife.
You've done it. Broken the cycle. No more complications. No more obstacles. From here, we go up.
Together?
Together.
Who says there are no happy endings? A drink.
David took it well.
Oh, I never got to David. I went to tell Lily. Well, she had news that stopped me cold because she and Holden are getting married again.
Oh, that is
I
great.
was upset, but I'm not upset. It's, you know, it's wonderful, and it's a good omen, I think, for the family. And I can tell him. I will tell him. I'm going to tell him, as a matter of fact. Because...
Mr. Allen.
Oh, I was just talking about you. In fact, I was on my way down to call on you at your office.
Oh, really? Why?
I want to repair some of the misunderstandings between us. Of course, I would have preferred to do it in private.
Well, I'm afraid that's not possible. Lieutenant Munson? I have to do this by the book. Lucinda Walsh, I'm placing you under arrest for suspicion of securities fraud. Place your hands behind your back.
You can't be serious.
I couldn't be more serious, Mrs. Walsh. You have the right to remain silent and refuse to answer questions. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney.
An attorney.
You cannot afford an attorney. One will be appointed for you by the state.
Before,